So content ideas. I'm going to present here. So you guys, a lot of people in the group, when they join the group, or even in the comments when I ask like, what are your big challenges with social media? A lot of people say content is a huge struggle. And the first thing I want to say about that is it starts with you like knowing your niche first off. So, when you have the niche like Judy does, where you're, just in this different stage of life, it's going to help you create content, because then you're looking for things like what are, or even Karen is another one that she's doing, the women over 50. So what are the struggles that women over 50 are facing? It's hormones, it's menopause, it's weight gain, it's, worrying about cancer and diseases and all these things, right? Exercising, maybe losing the mobility, not being able to exercise as hard. And so, when you know what you're doing, it's going to help you create content. Or if you're like running a challenge that you're planning, that will help you create content because you know what you're looking for. There's everything in the world out there. So first off, I want to talk about finding testimonials in your group. Basically, like, sorry, my mind was kind of, I'm like, wait, should I go this in this order? Yeah, basically, when you're having conversations with people, about these products, and you're doing your challenges, you're going to be meeting people and finding that they have different needs. So one of the greatest things you can do is use testimonials. Facts tell and stories sell. So testimonials should be part of your content on a regular basis, at least, one a week on your Instagram or your Facebook page. And so here is how you find testimonials in groups. You can go to any kind of group with testimonials. So this is one of my groups for the collagen. And there's this little thing right here, that little magnifying glass. If you click on that, it'll let you search. And so I know not everyone knows this little trick. So you could search like arthritis, for example, or if you're doing like the workout program you're selling, you can go and, look for that workout program. Or if it's a certain age range, you want to target, like you could say 40s, or, different keywords that may come up. Belly fat, stress. You could talk about any kind of medical condition or problem that they have, and use that in the search bar in the group. And what will happen is that it will pull up every single post that has that word in it. So I did like arthritis, for example. And so then if I'm talking to somebody and they tell me they have arthritis, then I'm going to go into this group. First, I'm going to add them to the group, but sometimes it takes them a while to actually join the group. So then I will take a screenshot, of the testimonial, and I will send that to them in Messenger. So we have a strategy that we use a lot called ATM. And this is literally like the strategy that puts money in your pocket. Because when you're adding them to these groups, first of all, you add them to the group. Now they're going to be selling themselves, because they're going to see all these testimonials about your product and your company and whatever, and all these different people having success, which is social proof. It's not just you. And then even if they're not ready to buy right now, maybe you tagged them in some of the posts. So how you tag somebody is you go into the post and you put a little @ sign and you tag them. And it will tell you now if they're in the group or not in the group. So you want to make sure they're in the group. Otherwise, if you tag them, they're not going to see it. So if you see that they're not in the group, then you make sure that they get added first. And then you message them, hey, did you accept the group invite? Did you see the post that I tagged you in? And so then if they don't buy right away, or they are busy, they forget to write you back or whatever, life happens. The great thing is that when people continue to comment on that post, it's going to keep bumping up in their news feed. So they're going to be reminded. And then one day you're going to get that message, surprise, out of the blue. It's like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start. Boom. So that's one way to not only like have these conversations, but, how do you find the content? Then you can also take these things and post that on your feed. So you can go into the group and say, this week, I want to talk about, someone that struggled to lose weight because of their sweet craving. And I found this testimonial, where our product helped her overcome sweet craving, right? And then you can go post that on your main page. So you can get ideas for content by going through these groups where there are your company product testimonials. Then finding content on Instagram. So I can actually pull up Instagram and show you guys how you do this. So you can search hashtag find accounts and then use the repost app. So if I go into Instagram right now, you can do this from your desktop. Although you can't really post, there is a way to do it, but it's kind of challenging. So say I want to look up, I'm doing a lot on gut health right now. So I can go and search gut health up here. And first of all these people are going to come up that are, experts in gut health. And so I can look at this guy and get some ideas, for things to talk about. Or food ideas or recipe ideas I could share, with my audience. And, the gut, right now I put my stories today about the gut and brain link. And so, this can give you some ideas. And then you could also do the hashtags. So hashtag gut health, right? When you look up this, it says all kinds of content. So, the cool thing about Instagram, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can repost some of these stories. And I saw Shailene Johnson did a training recently, and she says that she was sharing, a couple of her different Instagram accounts and how much of it is like her own created content and how much of it is shared content. And what the name of the game right now is that, you're exposing your audience to these other people. So it's actually a cool thing to do. It's not like a wrong thing to do, but it is good to ask for permission first. I've been asking people and they're happy as long as you give them credit, but it's totally acceptable to take one of these posts and post it in your stories, or to repost it with credit. And the repost app is so cool because if you use it from your phone, you'll just go up to the thing you want to post. We'll work on my, we'll work on my computer. Okay, so if you are on your phone, you would go here to this ... and then the copy link. All right, and on your phone, what would happen? You go over to the repost app. So I think I showed you guys kind of pictures of how this works on the repost app. So you go there, you do like I just did. I showed you how to do that ... Go to the repost app and it will let you copy the link. Then you go over to the repost app. It'll actually automatically import it if you have copied the link. And then you put the attribution mark. So where you want it, you should do that. It's really part of the protocol. Give them credit. And then it's going to pull up, it copies the caption even. So that's one of the most amazing things because you can't copy and paste with Instagram. You can on Facebook. You could like copy someone's text, about their testimonial, but on Instagram, you can't do that, but you can do it with this repost. And what it will do is it will put all of the pictures like onto your phone, and then you'll have to repost them from your phone, but it'll ask you if you wanted to keep all the media. So say they have like 5 different photos in their post. Do you want all of it or just one of it? And then you'll post those pictures, and then you'll take this, and I always erase the part that says posted with repost, and then I'll give credit to the person, and then you can edit the wording a little bit if you want, or you can just quote them, maybe put your own headline and then quote some of the things you want from that post. And that's a great way to create really, really quality content without really like having to create it, basically to post, create great content. You're also connecting with others. You're also giving them credit, but it makes you look more professional as well. And so you can pick things that are like on brand for you. So I always pick things that look kind of like similar colors to my color scheme. And so I know Shailene Johnson said one of her accounts is all shared. Every single thing is other people's content. Everything. So how beautiful is that, guys? And you can take this content and then you can go and post that in your Facebook group too. You know, how like then you're gonna save yourself so much time. I wish I knew about this like 5 years ago. Because back in the day, 5 years ago, how I created content was Google it. So Google it. Say you're doing like a reduce stress challenge. You could talk about stress and weight, you know, Google it and then see what articles come up. And maybe you want to pick, you know, 5 ways that stress causes you to gain weight, how to eliminate stress from your life, you know, how exercise helps meditation, getting enough sleep, all of those things. So then you can tie all of those tips into helping people to reduce their stress. So all you just go Google these things. And if you're doing like a 5-day challenge where you would educate them on something each of those 5 days and have them, you know, today I want you to go, you know, take a walk for 20 minutes. That helps reduce stress. The next day you have them do this, you know, light a candle, or maybe you can give them a list of things and they can choose what they want to do that day, something that would work for them. Maybe they want to try to reduce that caffeine intake for the 5-day challenge. So I like to also let them choose, you know, if they want, you give a list of things, say, hey, here's 10 things you can do to reduce stress this week. I want you to pick 3 that you're going to focus on, and that's your own challenge. Every day, check in how you're doing on those 3 things that you've chosen. You can also go over to Google images. So if you're looking for something to post, basically, instead of looking at the articles, when you first come up, it pulls up the articles, it says all. And then if you go over here, you know, stress and weight, it'll pull up, click on images, and it'll pull up all these different images. And you might find some really good images to post in your stories, in your challenge or in your post. So also Pinterest has a lot of great articles. And so you can share the Pinterest article, or you can just kind of recreate it for yourself, you know, with that content. You can use these different apps to create your own content. So Canva is one of my favorites, where I created this presentation. Canva has a free training called Design School, and you just go into the app and you just take these courses, and they're totally free. So it's really awesome. So if you don't know how to use it, just go through that training, and they're really like pretty short modules. You can do it pretty quickly. Mojo is an app that you can create really nice stories. So for your Facebook or Instagram stories, they're moving, you know, stories. So they look really beautiful, and they're pretty easy to use as well. And then WordSwag is one that I love for putting together different quotes. And WordSwag even has preloaded quotes in there. So if you're just like, oh my gosh, like I need a quick quote to put up today, you know, my group for motivation or to my team, then just go into there, and it has these different ones like, you know, it actually, let's see, pull it up. Let me show you guys. I won't be able to show you, but I can tell you it has different backgrounds you could pick, and you just do like even a blank background at first. You can do a blank white background, and then you can add an image to it later. But it has different quotes, like it says classic, so true, stay hungry, get hype, good morning. So like a good morning example is, let's start the journey, or you and I are more than friends. We're like a really small gang, or if you fall, I'll be there. So it's just already quotes that are made. You will never know your limits unless you push yourself to them. So that's a get typed quote. So they have these different quotes that are already in there, or you can find some of your own, you know. And I also Google quotes. So it's like, I'm looking for inspirational exercise quotes, and you can find quotes that are already written out. You can copy paste them and make your own images, you know, with WordSwag or Canva, or you can just take some of the images that are already, you know, online. So very easy, you know, creating content. You don't always have to put that all on you. You know, you can really find a lot of great content online. And then asking questions. So asking questions will also help you create content, because I think a lot of times, when people say they don't know what to post, that is really linked to not knowing like your mission or what you want to talk about. So if you are doing that you're doing a water challenge in 2 weeks, that should be a lot easier to think of content, because you can just Google all kinds of stuff about water and the benefits of it. And then you can ask questions around that. So these are some questions. So even what I do is I look around for people that are posting questions like this that are getting a lot of engagement, and I screenshot them and I keep them, and I have a whole list going, so my mentor, Doug, he has like a whole Excel file that he's keeping, and he has like 52 weeks of questions. So there's a question every single week, and he's adding to it every week. And then he actually coaches, so he can share that with people, that he's coaching, and provide that to them. So every week, maybe on Monday, you post an engaging quote like that. And you just look around for people that are posting something really funny that's getting like a ton of comments, and save those things for yourself. So these are some questions that have been good for me. What's the number one reason people don't get enough exercise? What time of day do you work out? What's one thing you could do to lose weight but don't want to do? And look at that one, like 59 comments. If I gave you 500, what would you do with it? There's 81 comments. What's your go-to workout program for the summer? And then now 65 comments. So now you're engaging with them. They're connecting with you. And I always recommend commenting back on every single, person who comments to you. And this is very engaging. Now there's different levels of engagement. So someone that, just likes your photo, they're very low engagement. If they comment, they're a little bit more engaged. But when they start to communicate inside of this post here, where they're talking, they're having these side conversations, that's the highest level of engagement. And so when you post content like this, that gets people to start talking inside of your post, Facebook will love you. I posted this one the other day, 6 days ago, and the thing is still going on my page. It is crazy. I'm it's the one about what's something that has happened to you that no one would believe. So I'm it's so far. Yeah, 6 days ago. Tell me something about yourself that seems made up, but is actually true. Right now it's 121 comments, and people are still talking, and brand new people. 14 hours ago, somebody posted on that from 6 days. So it's great because it's going to keep your visibility out there into your audience. It's going to get people to talk and have fun on your page, and they ultimately will like you better because you've showed interest in them, and now you can write them back and be like, you learn more about, what happened to them. It's pretty cool. And so that's that right here for the content. I have one other section I was going to talk to you guys about. Oh no, did it really reset? All right. My content is all the way down here. All right. So in your challenge, this is kind of the 6 different content ideas inside of your challenge here. So you want to give enough value that people start to get to know, like, and trust you. You want to educate them enough so they want to take action. You want to generate inbound conversations that gets people to want to work with you. Get testimonials from those that are doing your challenge. It's going to help you to run other challenges, get people to join your group. And it's going to help you get more followers by having different calls to action in your challenge and more members in your group. And it's going to expand your network. And it's going to help you get more of those affiliate sales, as you're recommending products that are going to solve a lot of the problems that you're talking about. So first, giving value. This makes you more of an attractive type of person to follow. Show them where they're going. You could, at the beginning of your challenge, you can do an introduction video that covers these things. So my first day, for example, I did this, who am I? Why did I create this challenge? Incentivize them to finish the challenge. So I give you guys daily homework. I'm giving away some prizes, to finish the challenge. What they can expect and get out of the challenge. What is the goal? The goal for this one, for example, is to have your challenge made and ready to launch, and show them the content, walk through the process. So educate when you're making your group, who are you serving? Who should join your group? What problem are you solving for them? What is the goal of your group? So you should brainstorm these things, write these things down. What information do they need to understand first? Can you lay it out in steps? What else is already helping them out there with this? How can you make it better? How are you different? I'm going to have a typo right there. Why might they not start or finish this, right? What can I do to get them to finish it? So for you, it could be, a reward, a contest. You could help them to pin the group on their Facebook, teach them how to do something like that so they don't forget. Tell them, put a reminder on their phone. Use text messaging service if you can. You can use the email. So I try to use different channels. You can use, I'm using the events today. I use that event invite feature to invite to this Zoom, because people just get so busy and there's so much out there. So I always think about those things. What might stop them from having success? So you can kind of warn them, hey, what happens if you're doing this clean eating challenge and your spouse wants to go to out to dinner, or, you're having a girls' night out, are you going to stick to your diet plan? Here's what I would recommend, planning your meals in advance, bring your healthy drink along with you. So you can give them some tips of what, the things that are going to throw them off their game and make them fail this challenge. So help them out with, telling them what to do when those things come up. Or ask a conversation. Is there anything this week that you're worried about, that might throw you off? And then they might say, oh yeah, I have bunko on Wednesday night. And so you can kind of game plan with them. And then the next day they can report back, because of this group, I didn't drink at bunko, or, I decided to skip the unhealthy choices. I brought my own food, or I ate beforehand. I brought a healthy drink of my own, and so then you're actually helping them to make those better habits. So the inbound conversations. So one of the goals of these challenges is to create conversations. That is really the goal. It's kind of a vehicle, to connect and build relationships with people and learn about their pain points and what they really need help with. And then you can help them. So, ask them to message you during the challenge. I had dropped that into my, try to use these strategies in this group so you can see how they are in action. But I had it where I said, if you want to see the 100 challenge ideas, message me. So that encourages you. If you're actually following the program and doing it, you're like, okay, I'll message her. And that's what you should be doing. So, hey, I have these, I have this meal plan, if you want that, or if I have this recipe, if you'd like the recipe, message me for it. And now they're kind of reaching out to you. And you could provide some kind of freebie, in your group to even create your email list. You can give them something like a recipe list, a healthy fast food guide. I had made a healthy fast food guide. That was one of my most popular giveaways ever. Even now, I actually brought it out recently and posted about it, and I had a bunch of people that want it. So it's an evergreen thing that people want to have access to. You could give them something like the 5 belly flattening workouts, a weekly meal plan, whatever. So just some different things that maybe you're using for yourself, and then you can take Canva and make it your own. Testimonials. So ask the free challenge members to share their feedback with you and make they could write up a testimonial about how your challenges help them, or make a video. And it's going to help you. These challenges will help you get more followers or members. You can ask them. You could ask them to follow you, or you could do a follow train where you have everyone follow each other, in your group. Incentivize them to add friends. One of the challenge group guides I have for you guys, it actually has one of the homework assignments is that they would do their challenge and they would post that on Instagram or Facebook and tag you. See, and then now their friends might see that and add you as a friend. Oh, I'm doing this water challenge. One of my assignments is too, the post myself drinking water today. They tag you, and now their friends might want to join your group. It's going to help you to find more people with common interests. And then eventually, ultimately, we're doing this to grow our business, hopefully, right? We aren't just doing this for fun. It should be fun, but ultimately, I think we're all doing it so we can grow our business, right? So it's going to help you with affiliate sales, as people start to know, like, trust you, they want to buy from you. And as you learn about their problems, you're going to be able to make really good recommendations. So I always think of this as like, you're not selling, you're a consultant. And when you're doing it right, it doesn't feel salesy at all. If I am struggling with like gut health, for instance, like one of my friends is using one of my gut health products. She has stomach aches every single day. And now, I learned that about her. She wanted to try this product. She's not having stomach ache every day. She's feeling really good. She's happy. I don't feel like I sold her anything. I helped her, right? I helped her to feel better. I helped her find a solution. Or maybe you have people out there that can't lose weight. They tried every diet and nothing works for them, but you know that your plan is different because you're actually going to teach them portion controls. You're actually going to teach them, what to eat. And so, if you're thinking of it in that consultant aspect of like learning what is their problem, like people know like, oh, their problem is they eat too much sweets. Well, how can I help you to start to make some habit changes so you're not going to crave as many sweets? And maybe this product reduces the sweet cravings, right? And so when you find out what is actually bothering them through these conversations and through your challenge, you're going to be able to recommend a product to them, and they're going to buy when you come to them when you approach them in that way. And so just a few more topics. Like yesterday, I think I showed you guys the Answer the Public. So this is a great site if you need some other ideas on content. So you can go to answerthepublic.com and you can search up anything. So for example, if you're doing like a flat ab challenge, you could go, this is one thing I created this. I created this by just using that on Answer the Public. I went to flat abs, and these were some of the questions that came up. Can you get flat abs in 5 days? What are the best foods for flat abs? Food that make you bloated? Can you get flat abs without exercise? Are flat abs genetic? Water and flat abs. So these are the things people are searching for online. That's what that Answer the Public will show you. And best exercises, the workouts to avoid. And so I'll show you guys that on here real quick too. So you go to Answer. I showed you guys yesterday, but some people weren't watching. So pull it up one more time. And so like I did that one, like I said, say we want to do gut health today, gut health. So then I can see people are asking, what helps with gut health? Are gut health tests worth it? Why gut health matters, gut health and mental health. So I get to give content ideas, based on this. You can only do like a couple a day, gut health and eczema, gut health exercise for dogs, for kids. So hair loss, because you might not know like all the things that are connected to your topic, but now you have things you can research, that you can ask about, and you're going to learn more about your clients' pain points. So why do people buy? Tomorrow I'm going to go into more of the scripts and, how to have these conversations. I know that was one that somebody was asking me about yesterday. So people buy when they understand they have a problem that you can solve, when they feel like they can know and trust you, and they know that you understand them, their problem, where they are. They want to achieve the success that you have had. They're aligned with your mission and culture, and they believe in you and your process. People always give this money. I talk to a lot of coaches, social marketers are like, oh, like people just keep saying it's too expensive. That is just a very common excuse because it's very easy to say, or they have to ask their husband. The truth is, if you want to buy something, you know that you're going to find a way to buy it, right? People don't buy based on logic. They buy on emotion. So people buy products and services based on emotional needs or wants, and then they justify their purchases later. If they really want your product, they're going to pull out their credit card. They're going to hide that thing from their husband when they are really, truly believing that that's going to help them. So when you connect with people and their emotional reasons for wanting what they desire, you have tremendous power to give them what they want, and you have them feel great about buying your product or service. So when they get to the certain point where they're ready to buy, they're going to feel good about it. So some of the ways you can tie this emotional connection, it's not by being logical. It's not saying, well, this could replace your meal and your meal would cost $8, but this would only cost you $5. People don't buy based on that, okay? They buy thinking about, wow, how would it feel if I lost that 10 pounds? How's it going to feel this summer when I'm at the beach in my bikini with other people around? How's it going to feel like to have those meals prepared and know exactly what I'm eating every day? How will it feel to see a picture of yourself and not be like, oh my God, to be like, wow, that's me. I look good. How would it feel to pull up those jeans with ease? So kind of tie into that emotional connection. So I would ask people stuff like this and, ask them questions like this when they say, oh, I really need to lose 50 pounds. Well, how would you feel if you lost 50 pounds? What would that mean to you? And then they might be like, wow, well, then it would mean I could have more energy to be playing with my kids, or I wouldn't feel so heavy, be able to get up easier. My brother's pretty overweight, and so when he gets up, he has to like slowly get up like that. So imagine for him just being able to pop up and go, get to his child more easily. Some different post ideas are figuring out your top 3 problems that your audience is currently facing, and write a three biggest problem post. So if you're doing a challenge on, weight loss, what are some of the biggest reasons people aren't losing weight? It could be not eating enough food, not eating at the right times, skipping meals, eating too much sugar, cravings, not drinking enough water. And then you have the solutions you're going to offer them. So providing that meal plan. If they're not eating enough, having a meal plan, having snack ideas, having snacks prepared will help them more structure in their day. If they're eating too much sugar, maybe you have a supplement that can help them. Health, they're different. If they change their gut health, for instance, that actually changes their cravings. Accountability, community support, rewards, and then not drinking enough water. Give them ideas to drink more water, maybe some water recipes. So the first steps is you got to make people aware of the problem. Sometimes they don't even know what the problem is, right? So sometimes people, they know they aren't losing weight, but they haven't connected to why. And so you call it out. Like, did you know that one of the top reasons, people aren't losing weight is because they are skipping meals, they're not eating enough. And then you're actually educating them, and then you can bring them into your challenge that, is about that. So it says they believe in their existing method is the best tool at their disposal, meet them where they're at, explain in terms of what they understand, introduce a new solution, and bridge a gap. So maybe they just don't realize what other solutions are. First steps. So, again, you must understand someone first for them to work with you. You have to show them the better mousetrap, which is like your new and improved way of doing things. And the piece of the pie, when you're doing this challenge, you're giving kind of like a small result of the bigger picture of what you're going to offer them. And the better mousetrap, that is basically, the new thing. So if there's a way you can provide this in it, something unique and different, that will save them time, money, energy, give it a cool name, that provokes curiosity. So it feels like something new. And, when you get to the objections, basically this will help you to kind of overcome objections, identify what if you've already been talking to people, some of the reasons that they're not going to buy, or the excuses they're going to give you, what's going to hold them back. And then find some stories and testimonials that touch on those things. You know, what results can you share with them? What testimonials where someone felt that same way? Hey, you know, I know that I felt it was too expensive at first too, but you know, here's what I found is that actually this replaced my lunch every day and I wasn't spending this much money on lunch, like like a meal replacement shake or something. I remember thinking it was too expensive, but then I found that it was great because on the days where I was super busy, I could make that meal in 2 minutes and be done with it and keep my metabolism going. So you're going to tie it to things that really matter to them that they can understand. And so what type of value pieces can you create that will help handle those objections? What kind of testimonials? So find some testimonials around that. And, you know, what are some things that you can train on? What kind of value posts can you create? What can you, if you want to provide some kind of freebie, you know, a template, checklist, lead magnet, a PDF file, like I said, like healthy fast food guide. Okay. And then that's all we're doing here. So in the group, I was just going to show you guys, I have I uploaded some resources for you. Sorry, they're over here. They're in files, okay? So I have the 5-day clean eating. This is an actual PDF of this is actually a challenge I did several times. So this was the cover photo here, and these were the daily recipes. They're kind of hard to read. I'm going to try to find a better version of that for you guys. And then this is the document. Oh yeah, sorry. If you have a hard time opening that, let me know. And then I also have in here the posts. Yeah, that's what I want to show you guys. So you can just use this post if you want. You know, this is actually fully like every day of the week. So this is Saturday post. So you start to talk about this challenge, and then here's your post already done for you. And what you do to, you know, you may have it on your phone where you screenshot these photos. So I have a Mac. So what I do with Mac is I put Command-Shift-4, and I'm actually able to select this photo here, you know, and I take that as a screenshot, and then I can actually go and I can upload that, you know, to this group here. If I wanted to, like say I was going to do a post, I would just go photo, and that is going to show up right here because I just took a screenshot of it. Then I would go over to the post. Where is it? Right here. And I would be like this. I can copy that, paste it, go back to my group, paste it, and you can schedule that. You know, I can schedule that for Saturday, you know, 8 a.m., whatever, just for example. So that's how you do that. And you can just use this template that's already done for you. So, and I have another one as well that I'll pull up. And so take a look at this. You know, this is going to really walk them through. It's going to help you guys to get to know your clients better. Every day you're asking them, how was your nutrition? Did you have enough water? Did you exercise? This would be if you had the shake in the challenge, you can take that out. What was your favorite part of the day? And so, you know, if you have coaches who are in your group or using the same products, you know, then you can integrate some of those, and you have that kind of bandwagon effect where if they are all using this same product, then they might want to actually be part of the team, you know, be part of the crew that's all taking the same product. So yeah, so take a look at that. And you guys have any questions? Today's homework is just to do a testimonial for me. So, and very simple. If you just want to like write up something about this, you know, how you liked this group, if you felt like it was valuable. Of course, if you didn't feel like it's valuable, you don't have to do a testimonial. But if you feel like you learned something this week or that you would recommend this to somebody else, then I would appreciate your I appreciate your testimonial. So if you do a video testimonial, you get extra bonus points for the drawing as well. So let me know if you guys felt like you will be better prepared to make content now after watching this presentation. I would really appreciate hearing your feedback on this and how, if it's something new that you're learning or stuff you already knew. So if you want to drop in the chat, or if you guys just want to connect with me later, I'd appreciate it. You can even send me a message if you want, if you don't want to post it in the group, about how you liked this week. So tomorrow I'm bringing on a guest speaker as well, Doug, and he's going to do an awesome training. Would not miss it. He's going to train on profile and also group growth. He literally went from like zero to he made $750,000 in the last 2 years through his strategy with challenges. And he's also going to help with optimizing your profile, so it'll feed people into your group. So he's incredible. So he'll be on tomorrow, and then I will be doing some more presentation on basically like the conversations, because I know that seems to be an area where people don't like always know exactly what to say, and also how to keep that group going forward after your challenge is over. So jump on tomorrow, and it's also going to be our last day together. So make sure you're there, and I'll be also drawing the winner of the challenge. All right. So don't want to miss that. Make sure you get your homework done tonight so that I can include you in the drawing. All right. And have a good day. Sorry, I feel like I went and talked to you guys. It's so quiet. All right, I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.